Alright, so I got this in my mailbox. Yeah, that's my usual line. Disclaimer, did not get this for free, no discount, though I got them on a very good deal for $80. So here is a quick unboxing. I've actually opened the box, but quick look at the La Sportiva Finale climbing shoes. These are for beginners, and some of the things that we will be looking in at would be how are these shoes on their own, okay? The accessories, if any, I don't see any, but just saying. And how do they stack up against the Tarantulace or Tarantula? These are all beginner climbing shoes and kind of sought after if you're into the La Sportiva brand. I recently moved into climbing. I am a beginner, to tell you the truth, and I have tackled 5.10D. That's the extent of what I've tackled up until now, and I plan to go progress seriously. So that's what I went for. I have been climbing in Tarantula shoes, okay, and occasionally did try the Tarantulace, and we'll talk a bit about how they are different. But this one is about La Sportiva Finale, so let's look at the shoe. Right out of the box, this is the shoe right here. This is a size 40, which is US 7.5 men, okay. I'll paste a picture of the chart, the various sizes that you have. For beginners specifically, if you're in the market looking for a shoe, do not buy it online just like that. You have to try the shoe, get an idea of the fit. I landed up with these accidentally, and my idea was to go and buy the Sportiva Tarantulace because I like the lacing structure, the La Tarantula, and I have the pictures coming up right here. Now, the La Tarantula has the Velcro straps, right? And the La Tarantulace, sorry, the La Sportiva Tarantulace has the lacing structure. Now, the good part about the lacing structure, I personally feel, is you could play with the laces and tighten them up, on the bridge maybe, or let's say, on the wider part of the portion, you can leave it a little less tight. You could play around with that to get the right fit. Velcro straps are very, very easy for taking the shoe off and putting it on, but the problem is there are only two straps, one here and one here, so you don't have much to play around with. I mean, you cannot possibly leave them too loose because then the heel might just come off, right? With these, the good thing is these are again the lace, and you don't have a you don't have a Velcro version with these. The reason why I went with these shoes was the fit is amazing. These really encompass my foot like a glove. And if you look at the turn right here, and I'm pasting a pic of my foot now. Yeah, the reason was to help you understand how does the foot contouring comes with the shoe. So the big finger, the one next to the big toe, is actually longer than the big toe. So just to give an idea, if you fall into the same boat, it really fits in here nice and snug. With Tarantulace, I had a bit of a gap between the finger and the edge of the shoe, but here it just grabs it really nice and tight, so the entire foot becomes one, and I can use just one of the part to hold myself on a wall. I'm mostly climbing indoors. I haven't done outdoor climbing much, maybe like once or twice, but I'm more of an indoor guy. So that does the trick. Talking about the shoe, it's leather, so it's gonna expand, and I'm not sure how much it will expand as of now. I just got the shoe. I've climbed in these about twice. Had a friends that I utilize, and that's how I got hooked with this. These are supposed to have the Vibram XS Edge, which is sold by Vibram, and the Tarantula has La Sportiva's own sole, which is not as sticky from what I've heard. I don't think there is much difference, honestly. The good part is this rubber is sticky, and this is not an edging shoe, so like the real small holes not recommended. Another thing about the shoe is there is a bit of a downturn, right? So it's a very little aggressive, very little aggressive. There's a very little downturn over here, and they have something called P3 technology, which helps you keep the the aggressiveness intact. It does not flatten out with time. That's what they say. One of the things I really like about the shoe as against the Tarantula is the way the heel kind of gets gripped. So you have these bands right here which grip the heel into the shoe, and it does not come out. That's one of the things that stood out for me about the shoe. Really good heel hooks if you're trying to do that. I don't do much of heel hooks, like, I'm still to learn that. So, well, yeah, there is no accessory, nothing included, just the shoes, and maybe there is one warranty information booklet which just says, clean your shoes and stuff along those lines. That's about it. And so, well, yes, all in all, a wonderful shoe to go with. These are not very looked at into the market. In fact, I barely see any reviews for them, so mine is an attempt to help you have a look at how the shoe is. Please leave your comments if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer those. These are also, yes, these are essentially an evolution of the Nagos. As far as I understand, I haven't worn those shoes, but they were relatively flat. This is just a little aggressive, very little aggressive. Okay, yes, another thing that I would want to point out about sizing is that you have to try it in the store, like I said earlier. My confusion was whether trying it out in the climbing gym gives me an idea about should I buy it online or not. What I'm trying to say is, with the rentals, since these are leather shoes, this and the Tarantula lace, they tend to expand. So when you're renting them out, a lot of feet would have already used the shoes and they would have expanded. Now it's very difficult to understand if they would have expanded, they've expanded to their total capacity or not, and it can be very misleading. So go to a store and try this out. I wear a 42 European size when it comes to running shoes, which I used to wear earlier. I moved into Vibrams 5 fingers, so I don't even do that. I wear a Vibram 40 size. So you want to go 2 sizes lower than your running shoes if you wear the usual running shoes. So for me, 42 was what I used to wear. 39.5 would have done the trick for me. I went for a 40 because 39.5 was really cramping my toes up. And it says these do expand, but you should be comfortable in the shoe. You shouldn't feel as if the blood flow has stopped or anything. And 40 just did the trick for me. So 2 sizes lower, and then these are in half size increments. So you have 40, 40.5, 41, 41.5, 42, so on and so forth. And similarly with the US men's size, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. And it's not a linear equation. Like, there is 42 and 43, both are 9, something of the sort. We'll have a look at the mapping that we have. I'll paste a picture of it. And but yeah, that's the thing. So sizing is very critical. Go to a store, try it out, and only then buy. 2 sizes lower than your running shoe is what I would recommend. Okay. Okay, so this is how they look on my feet, and looking at the pic of the feet, they encompass the entire thing really tight. So this bump here is my the finger next to the big toe, and since that is longer than the big toe, it's kind of protruding out a bit, a little uncomfortable. But since these are right out of the box, I'm hoping they are going to expand a little, and that's going to be comfortable later on. It's not super uncomfortable. I can feel a little bit pinch here and there, but once they expand, it's going to be better. I've worn these at a friend's that had been broken in, so they were a lot more comfortable, and that's how it's going to be. So there is absolutely no space anywhere. This is exactly where my big toe is, right, ready to pop out, and no space here, nothing. Heel is really snug and very tightly in. I haven't used the right last eyelet, but just wanted to give an idea. On the right, this is not very tight from here, so once I do that, it's gonna be all the more snug from this end. The right is a lot better fit
in this shoe. That generally happens. No 2 feet are equal, even of the same person. So one of the fit is always a little different than the other. For the right, I don't have any problem here of any sort. Okay, I have that on the left, but I've been wearing them for almost like 10 minutes now, and they're quite comfortable to walk in. So I'm not like ow ow kind. I'm good, feeling really nice in these, and just wanted to give you an idea of the fit. So this is how it is, and let's go rocking.